Welcome once again to our series of brief video tutorials on finding, writing, and citing. In this series, we demonstrate tools and techniques for searching for information in the online library. In the previous video, we gave you a very brief history of how libraries developed from the world of printed text and finding aids to the modern online environment. In that history, we noted that in the modern era, it is still useful to maintain the old distinction between known item and topical research. Before the computer age, finding known items required knowing the author or the title. For topical searching, you could browse book titles by subject, and then you could go to external resources to do topical searching for articles, chapters, reports, and papers. Once you found something, you went back to the library catalog to see if it was owned and where it was located. In short, if a patron already knew a publication existed, there were fewer steps involved to get access than if he or she had to browse through a topical index first. But with today's systems, users are not only searching the conventional cataloging data or metadata, but usually by default, they are also searching every word in all the publications in the system. That means that looking for a known item can actually be more difficult, as the terms in the conventional metadata retrieve otherwise irrelevant documents that happen to have those same words within the text. This can even make topical searching more difficult as well. We will show strategies and techniques for how to wrangle topical searches in the full text environment in the next video. But in this video, we give a demonstration of tools that WMU Library provides specifically for known item searching. Let's start with the library homepage. Okay. Note that the default search is for everything, which means searching the catalog data from our print collections, as well as the metadata and millions of words in the text of scores of thousands of ebooks and e-journals. If I search for maritime economics, I find some good stuff right at the top. The Stopford book I was actually looking for was number 3, but as you can see, out of 16,500, lucky it was near the top. I, of course, could limit the search results significantly by adding the name of the author to the search. And it comes out at the very top. But you won't always be that lucky. Depending on how common your search terms are, you might have had to wade through all 365 documents to find the one you were looking for. Let's go back to the home page. Under this collection menu, let's choose ePublication Finder. This searches metadata only, not the full text, and in fact it only searches for titles or ISBNs. Hence, searching maritime economics. Let's go ahead and just add the code for 3rd edition. And there you go. Voila. Note that the publication finder lists the vendor that provides the book and provides a link to the ebook. So if we wanted to get it. Unlike the Discovery Service, the publication finder only looks for electronic books and journals, not print. If you want to find out if there was a hard copy in the library, go back to the library homepage and select Library Shelves from the collection menu. The library catalog only searches metadata, obviously, since the text is in print, and its content comprises a much smaller portion of the library's overall collection. Consequently, Maritime Economics Stopford should be sufficient to pull up what we're looking for. And you see only 5 results, all of them authored by Martin Stopford, and all of them having to do with maritime economics. To find out its location and availability, just look at the detailed record. Okay, and here we see the call number. It happens to be on short loan, so you ask for it at the circulation desk, and it is available. Okay, that's for books. What about for journal articles? I want to find an article that we cited earlier in our series on reference management. I can go to the ePublication Finder, and I can search not for the article, but just for the for the journal title. If I remember right, that was Marine Pollution Bulletin. And as you can see, it lists the full text access. It's only looking for the journal title. I can see that we have this through Science Direct. I click the link. I know that this is a previous issue. I have the citation in hand. And to go to 2004, it was issue number 7, if I remember. Come on. Ah, there it is. Total mercury levels in tunas from offshore waters for the Florida Atlantic coast. And we can download the PDF by Douglas Adams, starting on page 659. Again, if you look at those earlier videos, you'll see that's the one we used in our videos on how to cite an article. Okay, if I were to go into the print world, it's the same thing. We happen to have this in print and online. I would just go back to the library catalog, to library shelves, and I could just search for Marine Pollution Bulletin. If I wanted to be more specific, I could limit to just the title. And there it is, Marine Pollution Bulletin. Now I need to find out if we have the particular issue. Now I have the citation in hand, so I know that it's volume 49, year 2004, issue number 7. And there it is, volume 49, issue number 7. I happen to know that it's in the periodical section and that periodicals are shelved alphabetically by the title of the journal. So now it just behooves me to go to the periodical section and look in the stacks there, find the Marine Pollution Bulletin, find volume 49, pull it out, turn to the right page, and there we go. So now you have seen the tools that are available for finding known items in the online library. In the next video, we will use a real example from a WMU dissertation to demonstrate the ins and outs of topical research in today's massive full-text databases.